All right, YouTube, update number 14. Got the 37s on it. I had to do 2-inch add a leaf on the front for the rear blazer springs for the DIY 4x4 shackle flip. Had to do that. No issues, no spacers, no nothing. Went on perfect. As you can see, the rear, the hips on that, they're sticking out. I did ride it a couple days with just the two on the back, but waiting for my spacer to come. So everybody says 2-inch spacers will work with 16.5-inch military tires. If they got 2-inch spacers to work, I'd love to meet them, because there ain't no way. You could see the gap I've got. It's not a whole lot. I mean, I could just barely get my hand in there, but I had to do 2.5-inch spacer, hub centric, dually, steel, 9/16 bolts. Got taken care of with them. They're a little more than you would want to know. So I don't know if you could tell from this view, you could see through the front windshield. Well, I finally got pulled over. It was a cold day last week in Knoxville, and I had my windows up. I was on the phone with my buddy, and one of them state troopers got me. He pulled me over. He said he had a funny feeling that front windshield may have been tinted. I kind of played stupid, but well, he won. So he said get it off or get a ticket. So I cut it so it's still 5% with the 15% behind it. I knew it was going to happen. It was a matter of time, especially once I get the AC going. You can see all the way through it now, like a glass house. It's just how they are. They got nothing better to do, I reckon. But he was halfway decent about it. I mean, he didn't ticket me, so I'm not complaining. I knew it was coming. Everybody said it was too dark. But I got my front drive shaft figured out. The tire is centered. 4-wheel drive works. Knoxville Driveline was able to make things happen. So haven't driven it in the rain yet, but we've had a lot of fog. I had to wash it yesterday on Sunday. Or maybe it was Saturday. It was Saturday. The hips back there, they catch a lot. They catch a lot. But so far, no major issues with it. Every now and then I get a diesel smell, but nothing's leaking that I can see. Especially after I had to readjust the valves again and tighten the head. I did turn the power down, like I said, so I'm roughly getting about, I don't know, let's say 10 to 12 pounds of boost in third. That's a huge difference over zero. What else can I say? It just looks sick as fuck. I mean, it's sick. You know, I had a guy today say he's seen the truck on the internet. He thought it was for sale, but no, I told him it's on YouTube, and he's like, oh, that's where I seen it. It rides amazing. You definitely tell you got some added weight on the back, but it's fine. As far as fuel mileage goes, I've driven on this 1, 2, 3 days, so it'll be some time. But with the 30-inch tires, I was roughly getting 23 to 24 miles to a gallon. Sometimes it was like 22.73, but that's when I had a load in the back of it. So if I end up getting 20 miles to a gallon, I'll be ecstatic. I really can't complain with nothing. It does ride good. The bed is twisted some reason, and I've measured, everything is lined up perfect. I don't know what the hell it can be. It's twisted, but once I put the outer dually on, if you notice from this angle, you see how it's twisted some, and I've measured everything underneath is the same length, but God, that looks good from the back. I mean, just sick. I'll end up raising this backside up just a hair. Definitely don't want to go down. The one mud flap I had on there, I was running errands in it today, and it got snagged in there, and it was making a god-awful, atrocious sound, but she's plugging along. I mean, I got no issues other than that clutch fork from Advance Adapters. I really wish I didn't use that and just use a stock one, but I think it's angled different because my buddy with his MV 4500, I understand he's on a 5.7 or a 350, whatever you call those. He says he don't have any issues, but his rod goes out further. No pun intended. But yeah, that's it. Again, we'll see how she keeps doing. I still keep tossing the idea around of doing a 6-cylinder because it'd bolt right up, but I'm not quite there yet. And maybe I'll try that different turbo that was recommended, but until then, maybe I'll get through winter, even though it's 80 degrees in Knoxville today in November. But she's doing good. I got no complaints. What were some of the other questions I got again? I try to respond back to him. You know, the one gentleman just asked me about fuel mileage. You know, I can only tell you that it's about 23 on the 30s. On this one, I don't know what it's going to be. It really likes the big tires with the gearing. You know, with the 410s, I was winding the truck out. I couldn't even use first gear. Second gear was getting me going. Third gear would wind out quick with no boost. Fourth gear, and then I'd be right into fifth. Now I can, you know, use first a little bit at stoplights, and then, you know, get second going, and then wind third out, get in fourth. And then when you hit fifth, I mean, it doesn't even, it just chugs along in fifth. So I'm curious to see what it'll be. I'm not thinking it's going to be any better than 23. I don't think it's going to be anywhere but maybe 20. You know, the blue Chevy did real good on fuel, but obviously it was half the size, you know, 2 less tires, but it only had a 3-speed. But we'll see what happens. Just keep going with it. It's nice to use 4-wheel drive because I was able to move my car hauler out of the middle of the field, so I didn't look like utter dirtbagness in the neighborhood. Not that anybody's around us; it's all farmland. But yeah, I did also notice that Advance Adapters 4-wheel drive shift bracket for the MV 4500 GM style, it doesn't like the bolts that it came with. They're backing out, so I have to do more adjustment there. I got 4 high. I've always had 4 high, but 4 low. I thought the cab had shifted, which it still looks like it did, especially when you grab the shifter. But you know, for the most part, it's fine. I like the shifter to be a little bit further forward, so you can't see with that sun. But there you go. That's second gear. But let me see if I can. There it is. It was just a hair further forward on that. Oh, I got some of that black crap off too. That was a pain in the ass. I was in the midst of doing the window tint removal while I was sulking. Still haven't found another 3+3. I need one more. I'd love to find one. I just got the one with the broken pin on it. Just don't want to put it on there. I might as well. That's about it. I mean, if anybody has questions, these are 37-inch military radials. And I still question the thought of how people were doing it. Unless they were doing it and they weren't towing. Because I've already put a little bit of weight back there, and the bulge isn't that bad, but I didn't have terrible weight on it. But it sure looks good. Damn, does it look good. I even had an older woman today tell me while I was at Tractor Supply. That's a nice truck she got over her 97 Power Stroke with keyless remote that still worked. So, but that's it. And again, advanced adapters is what was used for the transmission for the gentleman. I tried to respond back to you. I'm not sure if it went through. Fuel mileage was 23. Let's say for argument's sake, it's going to go down. And then 2.5-inch spacers for the rear dualies with the militaries. But that's it. Oh, and I had some chafing on the, or rubbing on some of the radiator hoses, so I just added the other radiator hose cover to it, so that should take care of it. But any more questions? Like I said, people stop me just as much as the blue truck. Quite a people say it's a little too big, and it sucks to get in. Without running boards, it sucks, but I'll figure something out. But all right, guys, I appreciate it. Till the next one, maybe I'll have a load on the back, see how it does. I'm sure it'll be gutless, but that's okay. It's a 4-cylinder. So, all right, till next time.